Let me just go through it once. These are just for your understanding. Okay. So, are you all set? Okay. Rule number 1: keep your mobile phones on silent mode all the time and refrain from talking while the candidate is speaking. Okay. Do not enter or exit hall while candidate is speaking. It distracts them. Okay. Warning by yellow card. You will be shown a yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds. It's your warning yellow card. Okay. And at the 3 minutes, final bell will ring with the red card. Okay. Exceeding 3 minutes. All right. So yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds as a warning, and 3 minutes is your final warning bell with the red card. Exceeding 3 minutes will lead to negative marking. Your time will start as soon as you start speaking. And when you start speaking, please announce your topic. Please let your please speak about your topic. You do not need to say your name and school because that will be announced. So you can save that 10-15 seconds. Okay. So just good strategy. Don't say your name and school. It will be announced by us. Just see your topic and get started. Okay. You will be allowed to speak in any language of your choice, Gujarati, Hindi, English. And you are also allowed to switch between the language just in case if you are comfortable making a good conversation. You may use podium or speak without podium. However, since it's a big hall, we have audience sitting on the lobby as well. You are mandatory to use microphone if you are not using podium just in case. Okay. At the end of the competition, a group picture will be done and participation certificates will be distributed. If you leave the competition after you have spoken, then you will not be shortlisted for the final round. So please remain present till the end. In case of an emergency, you may come to any of the team organizing committee and take the permission. I request all the kids to come and sit in front as their number is announced. We will announce prior that who will be coming next. So please come in the front. So it will be easy and faster process. Okay. If you are not present when your number is called, you will go last in the row again. Okay. And as I said, you must say your topic before you begin. So with that, I'll go through rules once again before we begin. But now I just wanted to welcome all to School Elocution competition by GCCI. And let's begin. Thank you. Thank you very much.
कोई पण रूल्स के रेग्युलेशंस जे शेयर करे एमा कोઈને કઈ ડાઉટ હોય કે કઈ ના સમજ પડી હોય તો યુ કેન હાથ ઉપર કરીને અત્યારે કોઈને પણ કઈ ક્લેરિફિકેશન જોઈતું હોય તો yes you are not supposed to give your name or school because that will be announced, but as you come here you announce with your topic for the speech. One second. That is also okay. That is also okay. That is the how you articulate your speech, but your topic should be included in the speech so that for the judges to know. Yes. So yeah, 5 seconds here or there is okay, but beyond certain limit will be negative connotation to the entire time duration marking. So please try to adhere to the timings. No, but it should be very clearly insinuated so that the judges see, basically for judges to know out of 9 topics which topic you will be talking on, and by end of 3 minutes judges should be aware. That's okay. Don't need to come and announce the topic if it is part of your speech somewhere, anywhere, even concluding the topic speech also if you are announcing your topic title. Anybody else? કોઈ બીજાને કંઈ પણ હોય તો પ્લીઝ ભલે એક જ ક્વેશ્ચન 4 વાર પૂછો, કંઈ વાંધો નથી. યસ, absolutely. you can use the podium, you can stand anywhere besides the podium, you can maybe wherever comfortable. It is not restricted that where you stand, unless until you are this part of the the area, and you are visible to others. So wherever you are comfortable, your podium, no podium, you can use this mic as well. Biju kai? I think are we sorted? હા, એક જ સેકન્ડ. જે પેલા પ્લેકાર્ડ્સ ની વાત કરી, અહીંયાથી પ્લેકાર્ડ રેસ થશે. યલો પ્લેકાર્ડ is your 2.5 minute sign that now you are supposed to conclude your speech in next 30 seconds. Red placard is your 3 minutes over. Okay, so just for your knowledge, we are not going to put any buzzer so that it does not disturb your speech. પણ તમે અહીંયાથી દેખાઈ શકે. અચ્છા, I have yes. Recording of your speech is allowed, but it should not, nobody should come here in front. Wherever you are sitting, it should not disturb the audience. And yes, today's entire session is live on YouTube and Facebook. We are also sharing the Zoom link on the group, which you are already part of the WhatsApp group, so you can share it with your colleagues, friends, classmates, whosoever. We did not share it earlier so that there is no confusion. Otherwise તમને થાત કે ઓનલાઈન થઈ ગયું, શું થયું? પણ હવે we will be sharing the Zoom link. જઈને પ્લીઝ શેર ઇટ રાઈટ હવે. અમારા કમિટી મેમ્બર આખા રૂલ્સ ફરીથી એકવાર ગુજરાતીમાં શેર કરી દે છે. યસ. યસ. ઓકે. they may આ તો ખાલી અમે તમને એટલો લીવે આપીએ છીએ કે તમારું નામ અને સ્કૂલનું નામ બોલવામાં તમારે હાફ મિનિટ કે 20 સેકન્ડ્સ ના વેસ્ટ કરવા હોય તો એબ્સોલ્યુટલી that is totally allowed. ખાલી અમારા તરફથી નથી કે તમારે નામ અને સ્કૂલનું નામ દેવાનું છે. that will be announced from here. હા, એટલે અને રિક્વેસ્ટ છે કે કોઈ બી ક્વેશ્ચન હોય તો પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ્સ પૂછે તો એ લોકોને બી ક્લેરિટી થઈ જાય. હવે કોઈને છે ક્વેશ્ચન? આઈ થિંક પાર્થ દેસાઈ, આઈ વિલ રિક્વેસ્ટ કે એકવાર ફરી ગુજરાતીમાં રૂલ્સ શેર કરી દે.
ગુડ મોર્નિંગ.
આપણે રૂલમાં છે કે તમે રિટર્ન નોટ રીડ નથી કરી શકતા. યુ મે હેવ સમ પોઇન્ટર્સ વિથ યુ જસ્ટ ફોર ધ સપોર્ટ, પણ રીડ કરીને બોલેલી સ્પીચ ઇઝ નોટ અલાઉડ, રાઈટ?
ગુડ મોર્નિંગ પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ્સ, પેરેન્ટ્સ, ટીચર્સ. વન્સ અગેન હું છે ને ગુજરાતીમાં રૂલ્સ વાંચું છું. પહેલો રૂલ છે કે બધા જ આપણો ફોન સાયલેન્ટ મોડ પર રાખીશું. જો સ્વિચ ઓફ ના થઈ શકે તો પ્લીઝ કીપ ઇટ ઓન. એટલીસ્ટ તમે સાયલેન્ટ મોડ પર રાખો. અને આપણે એટલીસ્ટ એટલી જવાબદારી રાખીએ, શિસ્ત રાખીએ કે જ્યારે કોઈ પણ પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ અહીંયા બોલતું હોય તો બધા પ્લીઝ એને સાંભળજો. એના બે ફાયદા છે. તમને પણ તમારો વારો આવશે ત્યારે તમને ખબર પડશે કે બીજામાંથી શું શીખી શકાય. કોઈ પણ કેન્ડિડેટ જ્યારે બોલતું હોય ત્યારે પ્લીઝ આ રૂમની બહાર કે અંદર પ્રવેશ અવર જવર ના કરતા. જો તમારે જવું જ હોય તો પાછળનો દરવાજો યુઝ કરજો. 2.5 મિનિટ થશે એટલે યલો કાર્ડ અહીંયાથી ડિસ્પ્લે કરવામાં આવશે. 2.5 મિનિટે બંધ નથી થવાનું, પણ યલો કાર્ડ તમને અહીંયાથી ડિસ્પ્લે કરવામાં આવશે. એના પછી તમારી પાસે 30 સેકન્ડ રહેશે. જ્યારે 3 મિનિટ પતશે ત્યારે અહીંયાથી રેડ કાર્ડ તમને વિઝિબલી તમને બધાને દેખાશે. થોડું ઉપર નીચે થશે, પણ તમારી સ્પીચ કન્ક્લુડ કરજો. પણ આફ્ટર સર્ટેન પોઈન્ટ ધેર વિલ બી અ નેગેટિવ માર્કિંગ. તમારો સમય ચાલુ થાય ત્યારે અમે તમારું નામ અને સ્કૂલનું નામ અમે અહીંયાથી જ બોલવામાં આવશે. એટલે તમારી વસ્તુ રિપીટ કરવાની જરૂર નથી. એટલે તમારી 3 મિનિટમાંથી એ મિનિટો કપાય નહીં. પણ હા, તમારે સબ્જેક્ટ તમારે ચોક્કસ બોલવાનો છે, કારણ કે બધાને 9 સબ્જેક્ટ આપવામાં આવેલા છે. એટલે તમે જ્યારે શરૂઆત કરશો તમારા સ્પીચની ત્યારે જજીસને, ઓડિયન્સને એટલીસ્ટ ખબર પડે કે તમે કયા ટોપિક પર બોલવાના છો. તમે કોઈ પણ લેંગ્વેજમાં બોલી શકો છો. તમે ગુજરાતીમાં બોલી શકો છો, હિન્દીમાં, ઇંગ્લિશમાં. અચ્છા, તમે અંદર સ્વિચ પણ કરી શકો છો ડ્યુરિંગ યોર સ્પીચ. હિન્દી, ઇંગ્લિશ, ગુજરાતી તમારે મિક્સ કરવું હોય તો પણ ઇટ ઇઝ અલાઉડ. તમારે માઇક ઉપરથી બોલવું કમ્પલસરી છે. પોડિયમ છે ઓર તમે કોર્ડલેસ માઇક આપવામાં આવશે. તમને જેમ કમ્ફર્ટેબલ હોય એ પ્રમાણે તમે બોલી શકો છો, પણ માઇક યુઝ કરવું કમ્પલસરી છે. જ્યારે કોમ્પિટિશન પતશે ત્યારે આ બધા જ જેટલા પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ છે અને ગ્રુપ ફોટો લેવામાં આવશે. એટલે અમે બધા તમને રિક્વેસ્ટ કરીએ છીએ કે જો તમારો નંબર પતી જાય તો તે છતાં પણ બીજાને એન્કરેજ કરવા પણ અહીંયા રહેજો. કોમ્પિટિશનમાં તમારો વારો આવી ગયા પછી, તમે બોલી લીધા પછી જે પણ 15 નામ જે શોર્ટલિસ્ટ થવાના છે એ શોર્ટલિસ્ટ થયેલા નામ અંતમાં, એટલે જ્યારે બધાનો વારો પતી જશે ત્યારે આફ્ટર લંચ કદાચ અમે લોકો એનાઉન્સ કરીશું. ત્યાં સુધી બધાને રિક્વેસ્ટ છે કે તમારે અહીંયા રોકાવું પડશે. જ્યારે પણ એક પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ બોલશે એના પછીના બીજા 2 નામ અમે લોકો પહેલેથી એનાઉન્સ કરીશું. જેના નામ એનાઉન્સ થાય એ લોકો પહેલી રો પર આવશે અને એ લોકો પહેલી રોમાં અમે લોકો ડેઝિગ્નેટેડ પ્લેસ પર બેસશે, એટલે આપણો સમય થોડોક ઓછો બગડે. એટલે વી વિલ બી લાઇનિંગ અપ. હા, બરાબર છે. જો તમારો અહીંયાથી તમારું નંબર કે નામ બોલવામાં આવે અને જો તમે અહીંયા હાજર નથી તો તમારો નંબર છેક અંતમાં લેવામાં આવશે. થેન્ક યુ. વિશ યુ ઓલ ધ બેસ્ટ.
I request all the dignitaries, office bearers, judges, Ratna ma'am, please come on dais. Respected office bearers, esteemed judges, admired teachers, and starling participating students. It is my pleasure to welcome you for the elocution competition titled as Expressions, Ideas That Matter. To begin with the program, I may request President JCCI, Shri Hemant Bhai Shah, for his welcome address.
Good morning. Respected judges for today, members of GCCI, parents, teachers, and my young friends. Welcome to Expressions. Friends, I am really happy. ઘણા વખત પછી ચેમ્બરનો હોલ ફૂલ થયો છે after the COVID, and especially happy because we've got a very different audience today. I'm seeing so many young friends. To celebrate the Amrit Mahotsav, GCCI has planned a series of activities throughout the year. We want to connect and involve people from all walks of life and involve them in the celebration and the journey for tomorrow. Expressions is a part of this journey. When we were planning this event, we were thinking of keeping the subject for the debate on independence and how we fought the independence or what our freedom fighters were. And one of our friends gave us very nice suggestion that it is better to talk about our journey from today. And that is how we thought about the theme, ideas that matter. We want to learn from you. We want to understand what is your need, what is your vision, how you see India tomorrow. And we really feel that you can contribute to make the next generation more meaningful and fruitful. So today, it is not just a debate competition. It is a forum to share your thoughts, your vision, and your ideas, where you see your country tomorrow and how India's journey should be in the next 25 years. I don't want to take much of your time. I just wish all the participants all the best. Be calm, be relaxed, and enjoy the program and do your best. I'm sure you'll come up with great ideas, and all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Sir. I may now request Shri Sanjeev Chhajer, Vice President GCCI, to speak few words and encourage our participants.
I'm sorry, no few words, little more words. Five steps, I will tell you. Movement, your name has been announced. Okay, you keep telling, now. Nanti તમારે direct સુધી જાઓ, એ વખતે only one God, I am going to be a winner and I am going to be the best of the best. The moment you walk from here to the rostrum podium, full of command that yes, I am going to perform the best. જ્યારે તમે ઉપર પહોંચો ત્યારે just about 5 seconds be comfortable yourself. सीधा एक बोलना चाहूँगा घबराओ नहीं. But the first thing you do, પાછળના જે બેઠા છે અહીંયા સુધી પાઠ બેઠો છે ત્યાં સુધી તમારા આઈ કોન્ટેક્ટ કરો. એલાને લાગશે કે મને ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ થઈ રહ્યા છે, મને કહી રહ્યા છે, તારી જલ્દી સાથે બોલવાનું જરૂર. 5 seconds. If you want to have confidence, be happy and excited. Yeah, have the then start your speech. Whatever goal you want to, जैसे आपको जो है ठीक है. कोई प्रश्न? आज का हमारा गोल क्या है? आज का हमारा गोल क्या है? गोल क्या है? मैंने आज 30 साल पहले तो ऐसे पाकिस्तान का इसका था आप इस कॉल में जब मेरा लाल हुआ और कविता पावर मैं लखनऊ हुआ और कहा तब मैंने जरूर याद रखा बंदूक में से गोली और दुश्मन में से तबाही तब कहां और कैसे किसे जाके लगता है हमें मालूम नहीं, इसलिए हर शब्द का उपयोग as a common sense
Standing ovation for Sanjay, please.
Thank you so much, Sanjeev sir. I am sure your words have boosted participants' tempo. Now I request our President, Shri Hemant Bhai Shah, to felicitate our learned judge, Shri Kumar Manish. I may now request Ms. Runal Patel, member of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav Task Force, to felicitate Dr. C.A. Aanchal Agrawal. Thank you, Runal ma'am. I invite Ms. Vitasta Kaul-Vyas to felicitate Ms. Neha Desai. I may now request Ms. Ratna Jani, Chairperson Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav Task Force, for her theme address.
કેમ છો બધા? A very good morning. And as Hemantbhai rightly shared, કે કદાચ auditorium આટલું ધમધમતું with the young hearts ક્યારેય નથી લાગ્યું. So first of all, thank you all of you. મને હમણાં જ recently સુંદર પિચાઈનું એક નાનું ક્લિપ જોયું હતું, એ યાદ આવ્યું કે he went to one of the colleges અને એમને ઇન્ટરવ્યુમાં પૂછ્યું કે if you don't mind, can you share કે તમને 12th માં શું grades આવ્યા હતા? And he said ke not enough to enter this college as one of the students, and see where he is today. So I can very well assure ke અહીંયા જેટલા પણ બેઠા છે એમાંથી ઘણા બધા આવતા વર્ષોમાં અહીંયા આ podium પર maybe you also may be welcoming other kids in coming years. So first of all, a warm welcome to you all. सर्वगृहे पूज्यन्तु मूर्खाः, स्वग्रामे पूज्यते प्रभुः, स्वदेशे पूज्यते राजा, विद्वान् सर्वत्र पूज्यते. A fool is worshipped in his home, a chief in his village, a king is worshipped in his kingdom, a knowledgeable person is worshipped everywhere. I see in front of me a hall full of young, enlightened minds who are raring to conquer the world with their thoughts, their knowledge. Good communication is reflective of sound mind and controlled emotions. And what is at test today is not the acquired academics of many years, but the inherent wisdom conveyed in an effective manner. The children of today will be elemental in making India great. Building a nation requires consensus, collaboration, and above all, conversations. To converse effectively, one must enjoy speaking, and that is the purpose of our gathering today. Our communication is the window to our personality, and therefore it is very important to master this art. To be truly global citizens, it is very important to be effective communicators, and hence the idea of elocution by our President Shri Hemant Bhai. While today is the selection round, the mega finale will be held on 25th of February. My very best wishes to each and every participant as you battle it out today. Please remember that all of us here are to have a good time, as rightly shared by Sanjeev Bhai with his experiences. So without any more delay, let's rock it today, guys. With your words, with your sentences, the fine thread between brain and speech laid bare to make the mic on. Warm welcome and all the very best.
Thank you, Ratna ma'am. I cordially invite Shri Jainil Shah, member of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav Task Force, to introduce our learned judges and give a brief introduction about our next event.
Good morning, all of you. Thank you. So usually when a judge is being introduced, હું તો એવું કરતો હતો ડિબેટમાં કામ બે હાથે ઉપર રાખીને તાલીઓ પાડું એટલે જજને બી યાદ આવે કે આને મારામાં જોરદાર તાલી પાડેલી. But I'm happy to say that we have with us three extremely diverse set of judges, because it's important. હેમંત ભાઈનો આઈડિયા એવો હતો કે ઇલોક્યુશન તો કરીએ જ, પણ એમાંથી આઈડિયાઝ આવવા જોઈએ જે આપણે ઓથોરિટીઝ સુધી લઈ જઈ શકીએ, ગવર્મેન્ટ સુધી લઈ જઈ શકીએ, અને જરૂર પડે તો we can go up to Delhi and take some ideas as well if we can generate such ideas out of this competition. So we've tried our best. We have three judges who understand all the elements on which you will be judged. I'm happy to introduce the first judge of the day. He is Kumar Manish. Kumar is a communications consultant and runs an initiative called as www.urbanvoices.in. He is one of the most influential Ahmedabadi on Twitter. If you go to Twitter and look for Kumar Manish, you'll see 24,000 followers, a very high-fight profile, working for Ahmedabad. Single-handedly, he must be one of those individuals who has worked day in and day out to ensure that we are able to cope up as a city with pandemic, be it issues of urban mobility or dealing with pandemic or any other civic issues. He is always working very closely with range of organizations, including UNICEF and Government of Gujarat and many more. He is also a fellow of the US government program and a fellow of the Swedish Institute, which are both very prestigious, and is also former curator of Ahmedabad Global Shapers, which is an initiative of the World Economic Forum, WEF, which happens in Davos. So thank you so much, Kumar, for joining us today. Our next judge is Professor Neha Desai. Professor Desai comes with a very rare skill of having right brain and left brain perfectly in place, because your right brain ma'am works for the numbers, right, and your left brain works for the creativity, and generally the poets and the quants are on the other side. Gemini creativity sari hoy that numbers are not as good, and it's the other way. But she teaches finance and control, and her interests are in humanities and literature. So she is associated with Ahmedabad University. She is a professor then, and at present handling the director, is at present the director of the Office of Alumni Affairs and Advancement at the Ahmedabad University. Thank you so much, Professor Neha Desai, for joining with us. And the third judge for the day is Dr. C.A. Anchal Agrawal. If I say those 2 degrees, I need not introduce much. But I'll nevertheless say a few things about her because she's pretty close to me otherwise as well. So Anchal graduated from HL College of Commerce in the year of 2009. And since then has been pursuing many activities, but one of her most distinguishing features is that je Gujarat state ni sauthi pratishthit ચર્ચા સ્પર્ધા જેને આપણે ડિબેટ ટ્રોફી કહીએ, which is the Mahatma Gandhi Elocution trophy. She's won that multiple times. And that MG trophy is all made up of silver. ચાંદીની 14 કિલોની ટ્રોફી છે જે 1941 થી યોજાઈ રહી છે, and that has been lifted by her a few times. She's also very actively associated with many organizations including the CA Institute, the HL College Alumni Association, and many more. Very happy to have you here, sister. So thank you so much, Anchal. And that brings me to the end of my first job, as Kavita said, to introduce the judges. But I have another small job of informing all of you about 21st of February. So 21મી તારીખે, Dharmendra sir, is it at 5? I'm sorry. The 21મી નો કાર્યક્રમ 5 વાગે, રાઈટ? સો 21મી સાંજે 5 વાગે આજ ઓડિટોરિયમમાં એક ખૂબ જ સરસ કાર્યક્રમ રાખેલો છે, જેને આપણે ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણી, જેને ગાંધીજીએ રાષ્ટ્રીય શાયરનો એક દરજ્જો આપેલો, એમની યાદમાં ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણી સાહેબની 125મી અત્યારે તિથિ મનાવી રહ્યા છે, અને એમના જે ગ્રાન્ડ સન છે પિનાકીભાઈ મેઘાણી એ દિવસે સાંજે આપણી સાથે જોડાવાના છે. અને ચેમ્બરમાં ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણી લિટરેચરનો સ્મૃતિ કોર્નર, which will be carrying a lot of books about ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણી, એની સ્થાપના થઈ રહી છે. અત્યારે એક બહુ જ મોટી ચળવળ ચાલી રહી છે ગુજરાતમાં, જેમાં કલેક્ટર ઓફિસથી લઈને અલગ અલગ જગ્યાએ ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણીની ચોપડીઓનો એક એક્સક્લુઝિવ કોર્નર મૂકવાની રિક્વેસ્ટ જે પણ સ્કૂલ અથવા તો જે પણ ગવર્મેન્ટ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યૂટ કરે એને ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણી સ્મૃતિ સંસ્થા સપોર્ટ કરી રહી છે by providing the books. So I have 2 requests to all of you. One, if you are interested, want to interact with Lok Gayak Abhesi Rathod, as well as interact with Shri Pinaki Bhai, who is the grandson of ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણી, you are most welcome on 21st at 5 o'clock. And at the same time, તમારી સ્કૂલમાં, especially my teachers, it's a very humble request કે આપણા ગુજરાતી સાહિત્યને પ્રોત્સાહન આપવા માટે. અને I mean આપણે ઘણી બધી ફેસબુક પર વિડીયોઝ જોઈએ છે કે જર્મનીમાં જર્મન્સ આપણા ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણીના ગીતો ગાતા હોય, અને એ જ ઝવેરચંદ મેઘાણીની ચોપડીઓ જો આપણે આપણી સ્કૂલમાં આપણા છોકરાઓ માટે એક એક્સક્લુઝિવ કોર્નર તરીકે સેટઅપ કરી શકીએ તો ઇટ વુડ બી એન ઇન્ક્રેડિબલ થિંગ, ફોર વિચ યુ મે કોન્ટેક્ટ વન ઓફ અસ, અને એના વિશે તમને વધારે માહિતી અમે ચોક્કસ આપીશું. સો થેન્ક યુ સો મચ. ધીસ વોઝ માય જોબ ફોર ધ ડે. And yes, Hemant sir.
I would also like to add that 21st February is celebrated as the Matrubhasha Divas.
Correct.
So we are coinciding this event with the Matrubhasha Divas.
Thank you, Janil sir. I may request Ms. Shilpa Agrawal, member of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav Task Force, to deliver vote of thanks.
Good morning, all of you. Thank you all for coming here in the morning. First of all, દરેક દેશના પ્રધાનમંત્રી એ બહુ જવાબદારી કામ, એટલે કે નરેન્દ્ર મોદીજીએ એક બહુ જ સારો સબ્જેક્ટ 75 વર્ષ પૂરા થયા એની માટે અમૃત મહોત્સવ કરીને બધાને એક વિઝન આપ્યું કે ડુ સમથિંગ ફોર ધ ઇન્ડિયા, અને એ જે એમને સબ્જેક્ટ આપ્યો એની ઉપર અમારા GCCI ના પ્રેસિડેન્ટ શ્રી હેમંત સરે ખૂબ જ મહેનત કરીને અને કોન્સ્ટન્ટ આ સબ્જેક્ટ ઉપર એટલા બધા સબ્જેક્ટ ક્રિએટ કર્યા, અને યંગ યુથને પ્લસ એલ્ડર્સને પ્લસ હેરિટેજને અને બીજા બહુ જ બધા સબ્જેક્ટને મળાઈને એટલી બધી ઇવેન્ટો કરી કે જેથી કરીને દરેક વ્યક્તિને ફ્યુચર એન્ડ પાસ્ટ બંનેને કેવી રીતે કનેક્ટ કરીને આગળ આપણે કેવી રીતે રન કરી શકીએ એની માટે બધાને વિઝન આપ્યું. એની માટે સૌથી પહેલા તો હું હેમંત સરનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનું છું કે જેમણે અમને આ પ્લેટફોર્મ આપ્યું, આવી વિચારસરણી આપી. કોઈ પણ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યૂટના પ્રેસિડેન્ટના હાથમાં છે કે એ આખી ચળવળને કેવી રીતે રન કરે અને હી ઇઝ અ એક્સિલન્ટ થોટ એન્ડ વિઝન એન્ડ ઓલવેઝ સપોર્ટ અસ કોન્સ્ટન્ટલી એન્ડ સ્મોલ થિંગ્સ હી ઇઝ ઓલવેઝ ગાઈડ અસ. તો એમ સૌથી પહેલા હેમંતભાઈનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનીએ છીએ કે જેમણે અમને આવું વિઝન આપ્યું. થેન્ક યુ સો મચ સર. અમૃત મહોત્સવ ટાસ્ક ફોર્સ, એમાં રત્નાબેન અમારા પ્રેસિડેન્ટ છે કે જેમણે અમને કોન્સ્ટન્ટ નાની વસ્તુમાં એની ટાઈમ સપોર્ટ ઓલ ધ ટાઈમ્સ અને એટલી બધી નાની વસ્તુઓ માટે પણ ઓલવેઝ સ્ટેન્ડ વિથ અસ. તો રત્નાબેનનો પણ ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનીએ છીએ. ધ થર્ડ મોસ્ટ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ કે આ ઇવેન્ટમાં કોન્સ્ટન્ટ પેરેન્ટ્સ, ટીચર્સ, પ્રિન્સિપલ્સ, ડિરેક્ટર્સ બધા સાથે કોઓર્ડિનેટ કરવામાં જયનીલભાઈ, રૂનાલબેન, રોહનભાઈ, even I am also connected with all the things. So એ ત્રણેયનું ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનું છું કે જેમણે ખૂબ જ સારું કામ કર્યું. ઓન ધ ડેસ્ક જે પણ આપણા આવ્યા છે જજ તરીકે, ઇટ ઇઝ વેરી ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ કે વક્તૃત્વ સ્પર્ધાનું સૌથી મોટું હાર્ટ હોય તો એ જજીસ છે. બાળકો જે બોલી રહ્યા છે એને કેવી રીતે એને એનાલિસિસ કરે છે, તો એ લોકોનો ખૂબ જ મહત્વનો ભાગ છે. એની માટે કુમાર મનીષજીનો, નેહા મેમનો અને અર્ચના મેમનો હું ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનું છું. થેન્ક યુ સો મચ મેમ. આંચલ મેમનો સોરી. આ બધું ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનમાં જો બાળકો જ ના હોત તો ઓર્ગેનાઇઝ જ ના થાત. સ્કૂલ, ટીચર્સ, પ્રિન્સિપલ અને બાળકોનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનું છું કે જેમણે આટલી મોટી સંખ્યામાં અત્યારે પેન્ડેમિકમાં એક બાળકને બોલાવું ઇટ ઇઝ ટુ ટફ ફોર અસ, પણ બધા સ્કૂલ, ટીચર્સ, પ્રિન્સિપલ અને બાળકના પેરેન્ટ્સોએ અમને જે સપોર્ટ કર્યો એની માટે હું દરેકનો ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર માનું છું. જે રીતે સંજીવભાઈએ કીધું કે તમે લોકો જે પાર્ટિસિપેટ કર્યું છે એમાં જ તમે 80% જીતી ગયા છો, એટલે કોમ્પિટિશન ઇઝ ઓનલી ધ પ્લેટફોર્મ. એટલે તમે લોકો જીતેલા જ છો. તમે ખૂબ જ સરસ કામ કરશો એવી અમને આશા છે અને થેન્ક યુ સો મચ ઈચ ઓફ યુ. તમે બધા પાર્ટિસિપેટ કર્યું એની માટે થેન્ક યુ, થેન્ક યુ, થેન્ક યુ, થેન્ક યુ.
And thank you, Shilpaben.
Thank you, ma'am. So students, you are ready?
મે આઈ રિક્વેસ્ટ, આપણે બધા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સને નંબર આપેલો છે આપણે બહાર રજીસ્ટ્રેશન કરતી વખતે, તો જો પોસિબલ હોય તો થોડું સિક્વન્સમાં જ અહીંયા બેસી જઈએ તો ઉપર આવતી વખતે તમને લાઇનઅપમાં પણ ઈઝી પડે. યુ નો, ફર્સ્ટ રો ખાલી રાખજો. ફર્સ્ટ 5 સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ જે છે દે વિલ કમ એન્ડ સિટ ઇન ધ ફર્સ્ટ રો અને બાકીના ધીરે ધીરે પાછળ. અને એઝ યુ ફિનિશ આઈ રિક્વેસ્ટ કે તમે અહીંયાથી નીકળી અને બીજાને ડિસ્ટર્બ કર્યા વગર પાછળ જઈને બેસી શકો છો. જેનું ખતમ થાય એ આ રાઉન્ડમાં પાછળ જઈને બેસી જાય.
Okay, I'll speak the names. Number 1, Sharav Jain, Yashvi Jain, Vruti Patel, Irva Patel, Arushi Garg. Please come forward and take your seats in second row.
બેનિફિટ જવું છે હું કર્યું હવે બેસી જાવ મને બેસા દે.
Second number નથી એટલે third બેસાડજો.
Uh,
Are we
all
settled?
the students, just a second, Parth. All the students, please pay attention. I need Rachit Bakshi. Is he here? Rachit Bakshi. Please pay attention. I need Rachit. YouTube, sorry. Rachit Bakshi. No. He is 55, right? Where's Rachit? Okay, thank you, beta. You're 55. છેલ્લા 6 નંબર આપણે ફરી એકવાર કરીએ છે because they were late entries, they were not able to pick up a chit. તો એ નંબર્સ હું એકવાર ફરી આપી દઉં છું. આલિયા બાનુ શેખ. Where is Alia Banu Sheikh? Alia Banu Sheikh is here. In case if she is here, Kavita, please note she is 56. Ansh Patel. Ansh. Okay. Aksha. No, I'll also let them know. Aksha. Dev. Dev Shah. Ekta Mani. Ritik. Naisha. Prince. Rishabh. Tanisha. Okay. And then we have Janvi Wala. Perfect. You're 66. Perfect. Thank you.
Friends, Ratna, it's a very, very good news for you. आओ यहाँ भाई तुम साइड में जाओ आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव ની જે કમિટી જે છે એ 1 મિનિટ માટે આવી જાય the committee members of the आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव પહેલા આટલા બેસો પછી 5 મિનિટ માટે બેસી જાઓ જ્યાં છો ત્યાં બેસી જાઓ just sit down wherever you are there then change તમારું આટલું સારું કામ જોઈ અને I have some good news to share with you. The president was so excited કે ભાઈ આટલું સારું આ કામ તમે લોકોએ કર્યું છે અને we were searching કે કોઈ permanent trophy થાય અને ટ્રોફીનું કંઈક નામકરણ થાય અને એ ટ્રોફી 5 વર્ષ સુધી નહીં 50 વર્ષ સુધી આપણે કામ કરીએ but begin with 5 years. So I'm very happy to share all of with you કે અમે ડાયસ પર બેઠા હતા ત્યારે પ્રમુખ શ્રીને અમે રિક્વેસ્ટ કરી કે why don't you grab this opportunity. He is the owner of lot of trust and the family business Nitex group આપણે જે જૂનું જાણીએ છીએ તે અને ચેમ્બર ઓફ કોમર્સના પ્રેસિડેન્ટ. સો આ જે આખી તમારી ઇલોક્યુશન કોમ્પિટિશન જે છે એના સ્પોન્સરશિપ કે જેની ટ્રોફી would be named whatever name given by their family of હેમંતભાઈ શાહ. So they would be the thing. હેમંતભાઈ વચ્ચે આવજો એક મિનિટ કમિટીની જોડે they are sponsoring 5 lakhs rupees to the Chamber of Commerce and Industry. જસ આપની જાણ માટે અમારા પ્રમુખ શ્રી કોઈ બુકે ફ્લાવર કે રેકગ્નિશન માનતા નથી એટલે એમને નથી આપ્યા અત્યારે ના જ પાડે છે કાયમ માટે પણ એમને એજ્યુકેશનમાં બહુ જ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ છે. ટીચર્સ ડિરેક્ટર્સ જ્યારે અહીંયા બેઠા છો આપના માટે કોઈ સારા પ્રોજેક્ટ્સ પ્રોગ્રામ્સ આપને લાગે તો ડેફિનેટલી યુ કમ ફોરવર્ડ થ્રુ ધીસ કમિટી એન્ડ અવર પ્રેસિડેન્ટ વુડ બી કાઇન્ડ ઇનફ ટુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ ધ સેમ. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ.
Thank you so much, Hemant bhai. Indeed, you know, the most young at heart president that we have, very tech savvy, and he has always been pro for અમે જ્યારે ઘણા બધા projects વિચારતા હતા અમૃત મહોત્સવ માટે. This was one of the initiative is very close to his heart and immediately he took it up કે ના આપણે આ તો કરવું જ છે અને he is taking the legacy forward for next 5 years. So thank you so much for all the support.
So the time has just arrived. We are starting the elocution competition.
Our first participant,
Are the
Sharav.
judges ready? Are the judges ready? Yes. All right. Thank you.
Our first participant, Sharav Jain from Lakshya International School.
Good evening and hello to all. I've been asked here to talk about a topic of my choice, and I chose a topic which I have a really strong opinion about: education. Actually, it's a topic that a lot of people have things to say about. Some think it is fine as it is, but a lot of people, including me, think that a few things need to be tweaked for it to be better for the masses. But let's keep this all aside and get straight to the main point, which is my view on redesigning education and making it more accessible and relevant for the general populace. Illiteracy is a big problem in our country. According to UNESCO, India has an estimated of 270 million people who are uneducated, which is responsible for 1/3 of world illiteracy. But no grave step is taken to reduce this number. Now let's get to my first point, which is introducing finance as a subject. Monetary or financial education is not taken seriously by our schooling system, and as a result, 76% of Indian adults are financially illiterate. The topic of investments, stocks, and other assets are not considered important and affect the student in the later phases of his life. I'm sure all of you must know what is cryptocurrency. Am I right? As you can see, Indians are aware about cryptocurrency and NFTs, but our education system is yet to take a piece out of the pie and educate students on cryptocurrency, blockchain, NFTs, and etc. This can prove to be a really poor advancement, as the future is filled with opportunities to invest in them. Another thing that I would like to talk about today is the freedom to choose one stream. If one wishes to pursue the stream of arts with science, it is not easily possible in our country. This can restrict their field of opportunities and limit them to one stream only. Our world has changed a lot since the last 5 years, from electric cars to digital currency. Yet the NCERT books taught to us remain the same from the last 5 years. I think that the books should be renewed every 1 to 2 years with newer and fresher topics, which give children a new approach to study their topics. But the most important thing that I would like to talk about for today is improving the quality of education and making and teaching more useful and real life applicable skills. Along with the same old mathematics and science, schools should teach the newer subjects such as actuarial science, artificial intelligence, and etc., which have courses in the future but have no introduction to make students more interested in them. Schools need to thin out the real life applicable skills among the bookish knowledge and focus more on them instead of just rote learning. Also, according to a survey by the Society of Human Resources Management, only 34% of employers are interested in a said degree. The rest are not. And this number will continue to decrease as interest in degrees is decreasing and it is increasing more in skills. So now we have seen that we should have high time now that we should start focusing on real life applicable skills. So let's go on a journey to revolutionize the Indian education system. That's all I would like to talk about today. Thank you.
Number 3, Yashvi Jain. Paras English Medium School.
Today I am going to speak about redefining role of women in today's India. વાત એક વસંતના વાયરે મુરઝાયેલા ફૂલોની છે. વાત એક અવતરેલી ગંગાને અંજલિમાં ભરી પી ગયેલા અગત્યની છે. વાત એક ફૂટી સરવાણીના આડે પડેલા પડકારોની છે અને વાત એક અસ્ખલિત શક્તિને સંચરવાને આડે પડેલા પડકારોની છે. આ મુરઝાયેલું ફૂલ, અંજલિમાં સમાયેલ ગંગાનો પ્રવાહ, અસ્ખલિત શક્તિ એટલે આજની નારી શક્તિ અને એની વાત એટલે સાંપ્રત સમયમાં એની સામેના પડકારો. શું તમને એવું નથી લાગતો કે આજે 21મી સદી જ્ઞાન અને વિજ્ઞાનની સાથે સાથે સભાનતાની સદી થવી જોઈએ? આપણે અનેક માધ્યમો દ્વારા જાણીએ છીએ કે ગાર્ગી, મૈત્રી, લોપામુદ્રા અને અરુંધતી જેવી જ્ઞાતા નારી રત્નોથી ઉજાગર આપણા ભારતવર્ષનો પ્રાચીન કાળ એ આ નારી શક્તિનો ભવ્ય ભૂતકાળ હતો. આજે એક સમાન સંસ્કૃતિનો દાવો કરતા લોકોનો સમાજ બની ગયો છે. આવા સમાજમાં કેટલાક રિવાજો ન બદલાતા તે કુરિવાજો બની ગયા છે. સમજો તો સારું, નહીં તો યુગોના યુગો વીતી જાય છે. કેટલાય રાજા રામમોહન રાય આવીને જાય છે. ન સંભળાય ન સહાય તો ક્યારેક ક્યાંક એવું થાય છે કે વચન રાજા રામ આપે અને પ્રાણ સીતાના જાય છે. આજે નારી પ્રગતિ તો ચોક્કસ કરી રહી છે. વુમન ડે થકી સન્માન મેળવી રહી છે. આધુનિક ભારતમાં મહિલાઓએ રાષ્ટ્રપતિ, પ્રધાનમંત્રી, લોકસભા અધ્યક્ષ અને પ્રતિપક્ષના નેતા જેવા શીર્ષ પદોને શોભાવ્યા છે. તેમ છતાં જન્મ સમયે સ્વની હત્યા એટલે ભ્રૂણ હત્યા, જન્મ પછી કેળવણીનો અભાવ, પૌષ્ટિક આહાર, સારું સ્વાસ્થ્ય મેળવવા સામેનો સંઘર્ષ, સ્વનિર્ભરતા સામેની તકો અને એમાંય સહકારનો અભાવ અને આત્મા આલોચના જેવા કેટલાય પડકારો આજની નારી સામે ઉભેલા છે. દીકરી, માતા, ભગિની, પ્રેહસી, સખી જેવા અનેક ફરજો બજાવતી સ્ત્રી આજે સ્વ માટે કંઈક કરવા ઈચ્છે છે. પહેલા શિક્ષિત, પછી સશક્ત અને પછી સર્વત્ર બનવા માંગે છે. આજની નારીને હું કહેવા માંગીશ કે હે નારી, તું સ્વયં એક શક્તિ છે, એક ઉર્જા છે, એક આધાર છે, એક ગરિમા છે અને એક સ્વાપણ છે. તું સર્વપ્રથમ તારો જ સ્વીકાર કર. જેવી છે તેવી કુદરતે આપેલી વાસ્તવિક અને સહજ શક્તિનો સ્વીકાર કર અને પછી ચાલી નીકળ એક ભોગવતા સમંદરની મોજ બની અને બતાવી આપા જગતને કે જેટલા મોટા હૈયાની અમ પામ્યા છે સોગાત, નારી કાજ ઉગી રહ્યું છે આજ નવલું એક પ્રભાત. બેટી બચાવી, બેટી વધાવી, બેટી છે અમીરાત, એક સીધી સાદી ગુજરાતની સીધી સાદી વાત. પોષણ, શિક્ષણ, સ્વરોજગારી, સલામતીનો સાથ, આત્મસન્માનનું સૂત્ર થયું છે સાચે આત્મસાદ. અવરોધોને પડકારીને કરી દીધા છે માત, વણથંભી વિકાસ યાત્રા લાવી અનોખી વાત. ભારતનું છે પ્રવેશ દ્વાર આ ગતિશીલ ગુજરાત, ક્યાં ભલે હું ગાય ગીરની પણ છું એક સિંહણ જાતિ, સીધી સાદી ગુજરાતની સીધી સાદી વાત. અંતે જતા જતા હું યશવી એટલું જ કહીશ કે માત્ર સિસ્ટમને દોષ આપવાથી કઈ જ ન થાય, જરૂર છે તો એક માનસિકતા બદલવાની. અસ્તુ.
Ruti Patel, PR Mukhi Higher Secondary School, Kapadvanj.
હેલો, નમસ્કાર. જીસીસીઆઈ દ્વારા આયોજિત એલોકેશન કોમ્પિટિશનમાં પવિત્ર સાબરમતી નદીના કિનારે તથા આપણા રાષ્ટ્રપિતા એવા શ્રી મહાત્મા ગાંધીના કર્મભૂમિના પવિત્ર આંગણે ઉપસ્થિત આપ સર્વે મહાનુભાવોને હું હૃદયપૂર્વક વંદન કરું છું. આજનો મારો વિષય છે એન્ટરપ્રેન્યોરશિપ એઝ અ વ્હીકલ ફોર અ સોશિયલ ગુડ, એટલે કે સાહસિકતા સમાજ કલ્યાણ માટેનું એક માધ્યમ. બેઝિકલી એન્ટરપ્રેન્યોર એક એવો શબ્દ છે ને જેને સાંભળતા જ આપણને સૌને એવું લાગે છે કે આ તો બિઝનેસ અને પ્રોફિટની વાત છે, પણ એવું નથી. એન્ટરપ્રેન્યોર્સ આજે બિઝનેસ અને પ્રોફિટની સાથે સાથે સમાજ કલ્યાણને પણ એટલો જ મહત્વ આપે છે. અને સંસ્કૃતના મહાન ગ્રંથ હિતોપદેશીની એક ઉક્તિ છે કે ન સંશયમ અનહૃય નરભદ્રાણી પશ્યતિ, એટલે કે સાહસ વગર મનુષ્યનું કલ્યાણ નથી થતું, એ પછી ધાર્મિક હોય, આસ્તિક હોય કે સામાજિક હોય. અને આપણા ભારતમાં એવા ઘણા એન્ટરપ્રેનર્સ છે જે બિઝનેસની સાથે સાથે સમાજ કલ્યાણને પણ એટલું જ મહત્વ આપે છે. જેમ કે ધીરુભાઈ અંબાણી, એક એવા વ્યક્તિ જેને આખી જિંદગી સંઘર્ષ કરી, મહેનત કરી, પેટ્રોલ પંપ પર કામની શરૂઆત કરી અને મોટું રિલાયન્સ એમ્પાયર ઊભું કર્યું. રિલાયન્સ ફાઉન્ડેશન આજે જેને નીતા અંબાણી ચલાવી રહ્યા છે તે પર્યાવરણ, શિક્ષણ, ગ્રામીણ વિકાસ, હેલ્થકેર વગેરે માટે દાન કરે છે અને કુદરતી આફતના સમયમાં તાત્કાલિક સેવા આપવા પહોંચી જાય છે અને પીડિતોને સહાય આપે છે. આવા જ એક બીજા વ્યક્તિ છે જે છે કુમાર મંગલમ બિરલા, જે આદિત્ય બિરલા ફાઉન્ડેશનના હાલના સીઈઓ છે. આદિત્ય બિરલા ફાઉન્ડેશન છેલ્લા 7 વર્ષથી પોલિયોથી પીડાતા બાળકોને સહાય આપે છે. આ તો એવા વ્યક્તિઓ હતા જેમના વિશે આપણે દરરોજ ન્યૂઝ ચેનલમાં, ન્યૂઝપેપર્સમાં બધી જ જગ્યાએ સાંભળતા હોઈએ છીએ અને એમને પ્રોત્સાહન આપતા હોઈએ છીએ. પણ આપણા વચ્ચે અમુક એવા ઘણા એન્ટરપ્રેનર્સ છે જે બિઝનેસ અને પ્રોફિટની સાથે સાથે સોશિયલ કલ્યાણને એટલે સામાજિક કલ્યાણને પણ એટલું જ મહત્વ આપે છે. જેમ કે મહેશભાઈ સવાણી, એક એવા વ્યક્તિ જે દીકરીઓ અને મહિલાઓના હિત માટે કામગીરી કરે છે. આપણા જીસીસીઆઈના પૂર્વ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ એવા શ્રી નથુભાઈ પટેલ મેઘમાણી ઓર્ગેનિક્સના મે બી મેનેજિંગ ડાયરેક્ટર છે. એમને પણ સમાજ કલ્યાણના ઘણા જ કામો કર્યા છે. અને આપણા શાસ્ત્રોમાં ઋણ ચૂકવવાની વાત કરવામાં આવી છે. આપણા શાસ્ત્રોમાં અલગ અલગ પ્રકારના ઋણો દર્શાવવામાં આવ્યા છે, જેમ કે દેવ ઋણ, માતૃ ઋણ વગેરે. એવું જ એક ઋણ છે સમાજ ઋણ. સમાજ ઋણ એટલે કે આપણે જે સમાજમાં મોટા થયા, આપણી સમાજે આપણને જે પણ કંઈ આપ્યું તે બદલ આપણે આપણી સમાજનું ઋણ ચૂકવીએ. તે ઋણ ચૂકવવા માટે આપણે સૌ એક સંકલ્પ કરીએ કે મારી સમાજને મારી જ્યારે પણ જરૂર પડશે ત્યારે તેની સેવા માટે, તેના કલ્યાણ માટે હું હંમેશા તત્પર રહીશ અને હું મારું ઋણ ચૂકવવાનો પૂરો જ કોશિશ કરીશ. અસ્તુ, ધન્યવાદ.
Irva Patel, the HB Kapadia New High School, Chhatral. Yes, sir. Arushi Garg, you please sit on dais.
Good morning. No. Good morning, everyone. My name is Irva Patel, and today I'm here to share my views on the importance of redesigning education. Being a student of HB Kapadia New High School, Chhatral, I'm glad to present my personal views on this platform. Knowledge is power. Well said by Francis Bacon is really significant as it carves out its path to wisdom and the overall development of an individual. Ancient education system was focused on moral, physical, spiritual, and the intellectual aspects of life. However, the modern education system is focused on prominent academic discipline. It also aims to foster critical thinking, analytical skills, life skills, decision-making skills, rather than value-based education. As a student, I personally believe that technology plays an important role in building up a sound educational infrastructure. Students should get access to education regardless of any circumstances. Few things which I believe would be a game changer is to involve and focus on students' participation on things related to educational reforms. We all know that curious minds can do wonder. Thus, each and every student should get an opportunity to speak their minds. As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said, that education is the most important key to create intellectuals who will form a strong backbone of a prosperous and unhappy nation. Even the National Education Policy, NEP 2020, plays a crucial role in bringing a holistic change in the education system of India. It makes the education system more flexible and multidisciplinary, aligned to the 21st century and the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. I believe that education should be improved and be created more accessible to the rural and the urban areas of India. India's access to education rate was 76% compared to the global rate, which was almost 86%. To improve this ratio, we need to provide quick and easy access to education in the rural and urban areas. I believe that what Nelson Mandela said, that education is the most powerful weapon to change the world, reflects the need of the hour and the relevance of education by continuous redesigning initiatives. Thank you very much.
Arushi Garg, Nirma Vidya Vihar, Bodakdev.
Where women are honored, there reside the gods. The worth of a civilization can be judged from the position that it gives to women. Of the several factors that justify the greatness of ancient India, one of the greatest is the honored place ascribed to women. The status of women continued to deteriorate thereafter till Raja Ram Mohan Roy made it his mission to improve their lot. Indian women have not looked back after that. In my family, my great-grandmother was an uneducated homemaker, but my grandmother retired a lecturer and my mother is an engineer. The times have changed and Indian women have already run a marathon, but still miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. Good morning. I'll be speaking on redefining the role of women in today and tomorrow's India. Since independence, women have progressively redefined their roles, from playing second fiddle to becoming breadwinners and decision makers. With newly found freedom, they are making a mark in all fields of life, be it a pilot, a politician, or a homemaker. However, we live in two Indias, wherein one, women born in poverty have no access to opportunities and lack rights from sanitation to education. Even with the last 20 years of Save the Girl Child, female feticide continues unabated. The India of tomorrow needs to redefine the role of these women. A baby step has been taken by increasing the marriage age to 21 years, ensuring more educational years for women at bottom of the pyramid. However, to give a meaningful role to these women in New India, we not only need to reinvest in skilling, but provide them an ecosystem to nurture entrepreneurship. This is the role I envisage for women in tomorrow's India to lead this country through entrepreneurship and job creation by making a difference in the society at large. At the end, I would like to dedicate a few lines to all the women of the other India who will one day change the destiny of this nation. तू खुद की खोज में निकल, तू किस लिए हताश है, तू चल तेरे वजूद की, समय को भी तलाश है, समय को भी तलाश है. जय हिंद.
Pratyanshu Buch, Anand Niketan, Shilaj.
Hello. Honorable judges, my fellow participants, ladies and gentlemen. Today, as I attempt to revisit Gandhi, I am faced with many questions. Do I talk of the man, M.K. Gandhi? Do I talk of his life? Or whether it would be prudent for me to talk of his ideas and principles that changed the course of history? I feel it is pivotal for us today to talk of the experiment of Gandhi. This experiment of Gandhi's is Gandhi himself. So what does he do? He experiments with himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Gandhiji is one of the only men who has experimented with nearly everything in his life. From his food, to his clothing, to his passions, to his sexuality, everything. Thus, this idea of experimenting, not with others, but with oneself, is the definition of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Further, this idea of experimenting makes the base of nearly all Gandhian ideas and principles that we attempt to follow today. When the world believed that the might is the right, Gandhiji, through his revolutionary ideas of Satyagraha, proved them wrong. Coming to the present, we face an unprecedented existential crisis of climate change. In 1909, a relatively young Mohandas Gandhi warned us of the slippery slope we were on as we rapidly industrialized. But what makes him worth revisiting today, however, is that under his vision of Sarvodaya, he gave us a solution. He asked us all to live our lives not as owners of this earth, but as trustees of it. Sticking to the present, today we face a virtual disappearance of ethics and moral values in our public, private, and political lives. In such a time, Gandhian values appear to fill this void. This all proves that we may not want Gandhi in our tomorrow, but we need Gandhi in our tomorrow. As rightly said by Martin Luther King Jr. as well, Gandhi was inevitable. If humanity is to progress, Gandhi is simply inescapable. 70 years later, I, as an 11th grader, am talking about not the man, but his principle is answer enough to the questions I was posed with during the beginning of this speech. At this juncture, a few lines from Harkishan Joshi's poem come to mind. હજુ ક્યાંક લાઠીનું સંભળાય ઠક ઠક, હજુ કોઈ પગલામાં પડઘાય ગાંધી, કહો ક્યાંથી સંહાર તો સંભવે, તમે બોમ્બ સર્જો ને સર્જાય ગાંધી. Thank you.
Priyanshi Panchal, New Education, RM Trivedi.
ગુડ મોર્નિંગ એવરીવન. तो हूँ शुरुआत एक सुविचार साथे करीश. कुछ इस तरह से बिगाड़ा है हमने अपने आसपास के माहौल को कि कुछ इस तरीके से बिगाड़ा है हमने अपने आसपास के माहौल को कि बात अगर पर्यावरण की करें तो प्रदूषण का जिक्र अपने आप आ जाता है कि बात अगर पर्यावरण की करें तो प्रदूषण का जिक्र अपने आप आ जाता है. તો આ સુવિચાર સાંભળીને તમને બધાને ખબર પડી જ ગઈ હશે કે મારું ટોપિક શું છે. તો મારું ટોપિક છે રીથિંકિંગ સસ્ટેનેબિલિટી આઈડિયાઝ ફોર ક્લિયર એર, ક્લિયર વોટર એન્ડ ક્લીન સિટી. So basically, what is sustainability? It means meeting our own needs without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Pollution of air, water is an important threat to human development. Around the world, there are more than 90% of people breathing the air that the WHO considered potentially harmful. Over half of the country's population now lives in cities. Cities are already responsible for 70% of the global waste and consume almost about 80% of the world's energy. How can we reduce air and water pollution? We can reduce air pollution by using public transport and carpool, as it is the one of the best way to save our planet from global warming. Mobile toilets can also reduce air, land, and water pollution. Water pollution is also increase environmental problems and prevailing in our societies. Human consumes fresh water for their daily basic activities. So we should be seriously take actions to prevent water from water pollution. Steps to have a clean city. It is our moral duty to avoid spreading litter in your surrounding, in your streets and water bodies too. As we all know that Indore is ranked as the first cleanest Indian city. So today, all of us, let's make a resolution to make the Ahmedabad the cleanest city. To make Ahmedabad the cleanest city, it is not only the duty of government, but each and every citizen to keep the environment clean and green to avoid pollution and safe life and sustainable life. Thank you.
Number 9, Aryan S. Mehta, Anand Niketan International Satellite.
All right, so I'm going to start us off fair enough. Our education system is broken. You may be thinking, okay, that's a big claim, but hear me out. The age-old problems of poverty and unemployment run rampant in our nation. Our literacy rate is at 74%. You may be thinking, oh, that's a lot of people. But no, that means that over 300 million people cannot read or write. Something must be done in order to reform what is essentially just a failing system. There are two reasons why this problem persists: a lack of access to education and education lacking relevance in the modern day. Firstly, looking at access. Providing every single child in India with free, high-quality education should be our goal. How do we attain this? Well, first of all, poverty is an endless cycle. Parents are poor, they don't send their children to school, their children grow up poor, and we all know where this is going. However, this has to be broken. In order to do this, parents can be motivated to send their children to school by introducing practical skills into the school curriculum, such as farming or, well, handicrafts, things which can help them earn money in the future and therefore break the cycle. Secondly, in many rural parts of India, schools are located very far from where people live. In order to fix this problem, we have seen throughout the COVID-19 pandemic that it is possible to utilize virtual learning. A tablet and a charger, along with the teacher conducting an online session, can go a much longer way than how much the students have to walk to reach school. In general, multiple people can use one device, which makes this much more efficient than having them walk miles in order to reach school. Now, talking about the lack of relevance. Education needs to be relevant in order to be efficient. It must be relevant to one's location, one's aspiration, and one's personal life. Logical thinking is much more important than simply memorizing data and then vomiting it out in exam halls when asked. Hands-on learning techniques, such as field trips and discussions, need to be utilized more. College students need to be offered classes which give them skills relating to industries located in their specific regions. All of this will help enhance the quality of education and allow people to go with better careers in the future. In general, students are the future of our nation. They are the ones who will run it someday, and they are the most important individuals on this planet, in my opinion. This is a genuine issue. Something has to be done about it. And I believe that if nothing is done, then it will end catastrophically. In general, redefining the education of India will help make it a stronger, more powerful, and more prosperous country. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Number 10, Heer N. Parigi, Super English School.
Good morning. Good morning, one and all present here. I am here from Super English School, and today I am going to express my views on redefining the role of women in today's and tomorrow's India. It is said by Swami Vivekananda that you can tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of the woman. Women are the symbol of our spirituality, and they are the best support system of our country. You can just imagine that how can women can change the destiny of the state. Evil practices such as dowry, child marriage, they were prevalent in early times. But women stand for themselves and change this country very proudly. And our open-minded citizens such as Swami Vivekananda, Rajaram Mohan Roy, practiced best to change these systems and abolish child marriage, dowry, everything they can do. We can say that women are the best examples, like Indira Gandhi, Kalpana Chawla. They changed this world very goodly. And in our grants, that is written that Yatra Naryastu Pujante, Tatra Devata Ramantaha, Yatra Naryastu Na Pujante, Tatra Sarvastra Falaha Kriya. This means that where the women are worshipped, there are the leaves of God. But where the women are not worshipped, every action results as failure. So we can know that we women are the future of this country, and we can definitely change this world. And thank you very much.
We're just keeping a 2-minute break just for the judges to.
જ્યારે એક સ્ટુડન્ટ અહીંયાથી ઉપર જાય છે ને એ જ મોમેન્ટે એક એક ચેર શિફ્ટ થઈ જઈએ. We should not do the shifting when somebody starts talking. You shifting just to next chair will take a second by the time that student goes up. So let us be quick. અને વચ્ચે gaps કેમ છે? Just be so that you just have to shift one chair only. જ્યારે સ્ટુડન્ટ ઉપર બોલે ત્યારે shifting ના કરો.
Thank you. So we'll proceed once our judges say we are okay to go ahead. Okay. So the next name is Sanvi Soni, the RH Kapadia New High School. Wow. So there are many friends to cheer her up.
First of all, thank you to GCCI for lending me this opportunity to present my thoughts. Good morning, everyone. We all know education means knowledge. And age જ્ઞાન આપણે પરીક્ષામાં પાસ થવા વાપરીએ છીએ. But what else? Do we use it in our regular life? I guess not. This is what we need to redesign. Further, I would like to present my thoughts on redesigning our education system. We have seen a lot of toppers who are really good at writing work, but fumble a lot when it comes to group discussions, interviews, or even general conversations. So the time has come for the need of educators and not just teachers. By educators, I mean someone who would not just teach us from books, but also from our surroundings and also give us practical knowledge. We should be taught on how to think along with what to think. Many countries have made military training compulsory for each and every student and can also be put on border at any time. This provides physical skills. They also serve for the betterment of the country even without the bookish knowledge. This also gives them a spark of patriotism of how military works. We should also be taught that the main thing in the country right now is not health, but along with that, it is to maintain your health throughout your life and not run from money. We have been listening. સ્ત્રીઓ ઘરની ચાર દિવાલ વચ્ચે કામ કરતા વધારે શોભે છે. But doing just a piece of work does not define women. It is a kind of work and should be distributed among male and female equally. We have also been listening કે ભાઈ તું શું કરી લઈશ આગળ જઈને? તું તો એક સ્ત્રી છે, તારે તો ઘરનું કામ જ કરવું જોઈએ. But it is not true. This should be changed. Rather, the schemes related to Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, your thoughts towards how male should act against a female, and many more should be taught. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity again and lending me your ears and listening me with this patience till now. Thank you so much.
Number 13, RGB Mistry, Nirman High School, Panchwati.
Good morning to one and all. As we can see, in defense there is a woman. As a politician also there is a woman. So we can say that the role of women have been changed from time to time. So today I just want to say on the topic, redefining the role of women in today's and tomorrow's India. Women have struggled so much to prove themselves equals to men in Indian society. But now, Indian society has witnessed a great achievement of women in various fields. Right from a rickshaw driver to be a prime minister. Right from a prime minister. Witness for prime minister. There is a beautiful proverb in Hindi language. जब नारी में है शक्तिशाली तो फिर क्यों कहे नारी को बिचारी? No man has the strength to carry a baby for 9 months in their womb. It seems easy, but it's harder than you think. It is harder than you think. It's just that woman is not saying anything or doesn't react aggressively. It doesn't mean that she is weak. She can be strong, independent, and self-determinating. She is more than your imagination. It is also said that when you educate a woman, she will educate a house, a society, and ultimately whole nation. By keeping this in great concern, Government of India has played an important role in women empowerment and women education through various schemes, acts, provisions, etc. Women are the center of national development. The women are the national development. The Indian women have contributed so much in national development of India. Right from they have made a remarkable sign of India and themselves in whole world history. Like Kalpana Chawla, she was the first Indian woman reaching space. How can we forget about how we can forget about Santosh Yadav. She is the best example of great and hard work and great strength. She proved it by scaling Mount Everest twice at a very young age. She always says that when you fly high and see the dark clouds, you get a way to fly higher. In today's India, we can see Financial Minister of India, Nirmala Sitharaman, Nykaa CEO, Pepsi CEO Indra Nooyi, Nykaa CEO Falguni Nair, first Indian combat pilot Avani Chaturvedi. So this is how the Indian woman looks like. For it is all just needed is little support, freedom, and little motivation to achieve these great heights. If today's India is like this, then keep your hands together, be ready to brace yourself, and be ready to get surprised. Who knows, standing here seeing you all, you or I might be leading the world for the betterment and great future of India after 10 years. Thank you.
Students, is it really difficult to shift one seat? Because this student going from here all the way up, can we not just shift the next seat? And can we also have the discipline when the student starts talking, we sit where we are? Shifting just a next chair. Pila student, it is a zigzag. Are you sitting in a zigzag? So then why is it becomes so difficult? Pela student ne halfway speed jati rahe ત્યાં સુધી આપણે બધા shuffle કરીએ છે. You just have to go to the next seat. અને કદાચ 15 students થઈ ગયા છે તો આટલી વારમાં તો આપણને sequence ખ્યાલ આવી ગઈ હશે. Where do I have to shift? I request આપણે જ્યારે stage ઉપર જઈએ તો it gets really difficult when the entire shuffling is happening. So just take like 1 second, shift and sit quietly. As soon as the speaker is there, please be seated where you are.
Number 14, Kushal Y. Rawal, Anand Niketan School, Mehsana.
A very pleasant morning to you, the elites, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow competitors from various parts of Gujarat and the esteemed professional judges. It is an honor to be here with you today to partake in Prime Minister's initiative of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Today, I would like to share with you my point of view regarding redesigning our education. The paramountcy of today's education is the integral development of a person. In addition, it is a source of obvious benefits for a fuller and better life. Through this, we develop cognitive abilities, physical abilities, establish values and beliefs that allow us to act as good citizens. We think that making money, indoctrinating, leading the way, etc. are the ultimate goals of education. But these are not the purposes of education. The purpose of education in this modern time is to accelerate people's mindful progress. We need to redesign our education system into an essential process that is unstoppable and complex. It should allow the learner to distinguish between the magnificent from the deficient. Henceforth, our education policy makers have looked into this problem to make a better system that is more practical and provides hands-on learning to the students. The new education policy of India brings with it a range of new initiatives that touch every aspect of teaching and learning from the preschool level to higher education, including research, and the coherent inclusion of local and foreign languages and mother tongues is really appreciable. One of the stated aims of this new policy is to instill a deep-rooted pride in being Indian, not only in thought, but also in spirit, intellect, and deeds, as well as to develop knowledge, skills, values, dispositions that support global well-being. It also envisions an India-centric and vibrant education system. Dear dignitaries and comrades, COVID-19 has dragged the world of education to a screeching halt. This unprecedented crisis has posed an existential crisis for various sectors, including education. According to a parliamentary panel report, the digital literacy mission has not even met half of its expectations. An egalitarian model of learning that facilitates education for all the sections of society is the dire need of our country currently. Equitable dissemination of education has to be facilitated by a deep analysis of the extent and scale of digital penetration. A way forward has to be paved, keeping in mind the best interest of 250 million Indian school-going students. Lastly, not only teaching and learning mechanisms, but also grading and examination procedures need to be made more efficient with technological interventions. Finally, according to my conviction, our education should focus on personalization, equality, collaboration, communication, and community relationships. These skills are necessary for a rapidly changing global transformation. Education is the most powerful restyling tool that exists. Thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe.
Number 15, Tanjal Shah, Anand Niketan School Satellite.
An investment in knowledge pays you the best interest. The role and importance of the education system could be best understood by the above lines because knowledge is something which lasts with you till eternity. Education is the catalytic tool that has the strength to transform the present and future of the youth and children of a nation. A well-equipped education is the prerequisite for the smooth, operative, and constant growth of a country. A well-established education system serves as a building block for a nation on which the entire socioeconomic structure is built. India is pursuing this dynamic education relentlessly to achieve success in the education sector, but with an outdated study pattern. Today, I'm going to be emphasizing on redesigning our education system. From the time of colonial rule itself, our minds aren't yet decolonized. Our textbooks tell the story of our nation in third person as the story of invaders. Being a student of class 10, till date, I have learned extensively about the invaders of our country, but so little about the Cholas, Chalukyas, and the Vijayanagaras who have been the founding fathers and upholders of our civilization. We were once the Oxford and Cambridge of the world in guise of Nalanda and Takshashila. What went wrong? Today, in Western countries, education is all about the practical application of theoretical knowledge, whereas Indian education norms are still stuck to the age-old story of cramming of theoretical concepts. Today, there is a need to frame such a kind of education policy which makes the people aware about the country at large together with their surrounding environment. The need of the hour is that the educational policy needs to be changed. Especially Indian history needs to be rewritten with integrity as India's unheard voices need to be heard. In fact, the educational setup needs to be revolutionized in different aspects, be it in the form of promotion and encouragement of numerous e-learning platforms as these aid in developing a basic understanding of the subject matter. E-learning platforms develop a habit of effective utilization of the internet, which is a very important factor in today's India. However, it is not just the sole responsibility of the government and policy makers to impart world-class education to the youth. Our education system needs a major overhaul, especially our textbooks, which are a means of imparting this education to us. It is rightly said that India can't make peace with her past if her true history isn't taught to the youth. Thank you.
Number 16, Shrija A. Shah, St. Xavier's High School, Loyola.
You can spend few seconds to settle on the stage.
Feminism. Feminism isn't about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives that strength. My warm greetings to everyone here today. I am Shrija Shah of class 9 studying in St. Xavier's High School, Loyola Hall. I'm here to give a speech on one of the topics I find the most important in today's society, redefining the role of women in today and tomorrow's India. Women perform the role of a daughter, wife, creator, mother, and many more roles. Apart from this, women play a key role in the socioeconomic development of the society. Patriarchy is very strong in India, despite the several movements for the upliftment of women launched by the women's organization during the pre- and the post-independence. Women are treated as inferior in their own families by parents-in-law and even by their own husbands. People have put restrictions on women's higher education, migration, and jobs. Today, we find many great women leaders being respected, but why just them? In the corners of India and all over the globe, women aren't respected and are abused mentally and physically. This has to stop. The government of India has taken up the problems of divorce, dowry, rape, etc., in a view to finding solution in defining women empowerment. The society needs to learn to respect this gender and not abuse it. To be honest, it's not just about society and men respecting women. It's about women learning to respect other women. It takes everyone to change the world. Today we have Shivani Singh, the country's first woman rifle jet pilot, Lieutenant Manisha Bora from the Army Ordnance Corps, who became the first woman to lead its all-male contingent, and some late legends of India, such as respected Indira Gandhi ji, Lata Mangeshkar, Mother Teresa, Kalpana Chawla, and many other personalities. They were respected women and were ahead in their own fields, all because they were given a chance to show their talent and they proved themselves true. The same mentality should be applied here and everywhere else as well. To respect women and let them take a move forward. If we manage to achieve this, we can change not just India, but the whole world. I'm also thankful to the government for organizing the 75th Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav and giving all of us an opportunity to speak up like this. Thank you so much.
Number 18, Ayush V. Shah, AG High School.
Thank you very much for this warm welcome. We knew some personalities like Ratan Tata, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos. They do very social good activities for society, right? But just we limit ourselves to that social good which is done by money because they have a lot. We should consider something like entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, which teach creativity, which teach courage, which treats self-confidence, tackling hard situations. Entrepreneurship needs creativity, needs problem-solving skills, needs courage, needs personal finance, needs making new entrepreneurs. In India, we see that 46 unicorns are made in past decade. New entrepreneurs, lakhs of entrepreneurs are there. A wave of entrepreneurship is there in India. But we knew that new entrepreneurs are feared just because there is a lot of challenges in entrepreneurship. So the entrepreneurs should do the something which creates new entrepreneurs to the India, which enhances the creativity, which enhances courage and many more life growing skills. All the legends do something for social good, but the new entrepreneurs needs something to be done very extraordinary from them. New entrepreneurs don't have something like money, but they have something like courage. They have something like self-confidence. They can teach something. They can learn something. New entrepreneurship is a wave. New entrepreneurship is a life. India has seen a wave of entrepreneurship, except then job and all that. India is accepting a new stream that is called entrepreneurship, but nothing like newness, nothing like problem solving. The wave of entrepreneurship is there, but there is no courage. We see lack of confidence in the new entrepreneurs. We see lack of courage in new entrepreneurs. We see something that entrepreneurs don't know. We see a lack of business understanding. The entrepreneurs should do that. And we see that new entrepreneurs are doing that. They are making India better in the way that they can learn, making India better in the way they can teach, but not in the way that making new entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are trying to do something for India. Entrepreneurs are trying to do good for India, but not for the new entrepreneurs. And India needs new entrepreneurs. So let's give the chance to the entrepreneurs and make a new India. Let's have a new wave of entrepreneurship in the newness. Thank you very much.
Number 19, Vishal Karamchandani, Jamnabai Nursery School.
Entrepreneurship as a vehicle for social good. સાહસ વિના સિદ્ધિ નહીં અને સિદ્ધિ વિના કીર્તિ નહીં. કીર્તિ જે આપણા દેશના નાગરિકને મળશે ત્યારે જ તો આપણો દેશ સફળતાની રાહ ઉપર આગળ વધશે. Let every man be skilled and contribute to the skilled manpower of the nation, adding meaning to Atmanirbharta and reducing our dependency on extraneous factors, as stated by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Society is a collective consciousness of people. The bartering system started ages ago has led to two types of people. There are people who work for moneyed employers, and then there are ideators and creators of wealth, whom we refer to as entrepreneurs. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vishal Karamchandani and I am a entrepreneur. असफलता प्रयासों से नहीं बल्कि रुक जाने से मिलती है, और जिनकी सोच ही रुक जाती है वह क्या प्रगति को अपनाएंगे. उनका जीवन केवल दूसरों की सोच पर निर्भर करा जाएंगे. Entrepreneurs are out of the box thinkers and wealth creators. Many of them have also contributed towards the upliftment of the poor and marginalized from the poverty rut that they are born into. Entrepreneurship is a state of the mind, ladies and gentlemen. The ability to look for a problem in society, markets, and in the economy is what drives these people to look beyond the obvious, and create a separate niche for themselves. The ability to give back to the society is what makes the word capital a fitting attribute to human capital. The example of the Tata Group is a classic case in point, as my fellow contestant mentioned. The Tata Group has always been creators of wealth. The Tatas started India's first cancer hospital, India's first power plant, India's first steel plant, India's first car manufacturing company, and the list keeps going on and on. Entrepreneurs then are the doers who create the necessary wherewithal, not only for themselves, but also help in reducing dependency on external factors for survival. They are the people who have the grit, guts, and gumption to create, think, and work on the larger vision. આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં બોલીએ છીએ ને, આપણે જીવનમાં કંઈક મોટું કરવું છે. તો હેનરી ફોર્ડ once said, entrepreneurs have the doggedness and commitment to chart the course of an economy and ensure equitable distribution of wealth. अंत में मैं आप सभी और मेरे साथियों से एक सवाल के साथ विदा लेना चाहूंगा. आज हमें यह निश्चित करना होगा कि इंडिया एट 100 कैसा होना चाहिए. क्या इंडिया एट 100 एक ऐसा सुपर पावर होना चाहिए जो सिर्फ प्रॉफिट के इर्द गिर्द भागे, या इंडिया एट 100 की जो सुपर पावर की हम परिभाषा और एक रूप ही बदल दें, एक ऐसी सुपर पावर जो एक्चुअल वेल्थ क्रिएशन के ऊपर फोकस करे. धन्यवाद. जय हिंद.
Number 20, Kripal M. Patel, Sharda Mandir Vidya Mandir.
વડીલોને પ્રણામ, શિક્ષકોને આદર અને મારા પ્રિય મિત્રોને વહાલ. લોકો કહે છે કે સ્ત્રીનું કોઈ ઘર નથી હોતું, પણ વાલા, હકીકત તો એ છે કે સ્ત્રી વિનાનું કોઈ ઘર જ નથી હોતું. આજનો મારો વિષય છે આજના અને આવતીકાલના ભારતમાં મહિલાઓની ભૂમિકાની પુનઃ વ્યાખ્યાયિત. આપણા ભારત દેશમાં પ્રાચીન અને અર્વાચીન કાળથી જ મહિલાઓની ભૂમિકા અને તેમનું યોગદાન મહત્વપૂર્ણ અને ખૂબ જ પ્રશંસનીય રહ્યું છે. કહેવાય છે કે યત્ર નાર્યસ્તુ પૂજ્યંતે રમંતે તત્ર દેવતા. જે ઘરમાં, સમાજમાં, દેશમાં નારીનું સ્થાન સન્માનજનક હશે તે દેશનું સ્થાન સન્માનજનક અને મહત્વપૂર્ણ અને પ્રગતિમય રહેશે અને રહેશે જ. નારી એટલે નારાયણી, નારી એટલે આદ્યશક્તિ અને માતૃશક્તિનું રૂપ. મનુષ્યની ધારક, રક્ષક અને પોષકની ભૂમિકામાં નારીનું યોગદાન ભૂલાય જ કેવી રીતે? જે કર ઝુલાવે પારણું તે જગ પર શાસન કરે. ગાર્ગી અને મૈત્રી જેવી મહિલાઓ સતી હતી. આજની આધુનિક નારીએ સતી પ્રથા, જોહર પ્રથા, પડદા, દેવદાસીઓ, જાતીય સતામણી, દહેજ, બાળ લગ્ન, સ્ત્રી ભ્રૂણ હત્યા, ઘરેલું હિંસા, દેહ વેપાર વગેરે જેવી કેટલીય પ્રથાઓની નાબૂદી કરી પૌરાણિક રીત રિવાજો અને પાયાવિહોણી માન્યતાઓથી આગળ વધીને પોતાની પ્રગતિ અને સલામતી સુનિશ્ચિત કરી છે. આધુનિક ભારતમાં મહિલાઓએ કેટલાય ઉચ્ચ પદોને શોભાવ્યા, જેમાં રાષ્ટ્રપતિ, વડાપ્રધાન, લોકસભાના અધ્યક્ષ, વિરોધ પક્ષના અધ્યક્ષ વગેરે સ્થાનો સામેલ છે. આજે નારી ઘરની 4 દિવાલોમાં બંધાઈ ના રહેતા અંતરિક્ષને આંબી શકી છે. ભલે હોય પુરુષ ગમે જેટલો શક્તિશાળી, પણ જીતે છે તો હંમેશા નારી. કૃષ્ણ તારા 56 ભોગ ઉપર ખાલી એક તુલસી ભારી. દિન પ્રતિદિન મહિલાઓનું ગૌરવ વધતું રહ્યું છે. મહિલાઓને સમાન હક, મહિલા અનામત, જમીન અને સંપત્તિની માલિકીનો હક વગેરે હકો એ તેની આવતીકાલની સુવર્ણ રેખા છે. 8મી માર્ચ એટલે આંતરરાષ્ટ્રીય મહિલા દિન. આરોગ્ય અને પરિવાર નિયોજનની ધરોહર એટલે સ્ત્રી. કળા અને મનોરંજન, રમત, રાજકારણ, સાહિત્ય ક્ષેત્રે પ્રદાન એટલે મહિલાઓની ઉન્નતિ અને ઉત્કર્ષનું પ્રદાન. શ્રીમતી નિર્મલા સીતારામણ, કિરણ બેદી, કલ્પના ચાવલા, સુનિતા વિલિયમ્સ, પીવી સિંધુ, સાયના નેહવાલ, અરે શું આટલા ઉદાહરણોથી મહિલાઓની પ્રગતિ ના સમજાય એવું છે કાંઈ? અરુંધતી રોયને તેમની નવલકથા ધી ગોડ ઓફ ધી સ્મોલ થિંગ્સ માટે બુકર પ્રાઇઝનું સન્માન પ્રાપ્ત થયું. અંતે મહિલાઓને મારો એ સંદેશ છે કે સ્વ પ્રત્યે જાગૃત બનો, પોતાના ગૌરવની રક્ષા કરો, સમાજનું નવસર્જન કરો, ભારતમાં સ્વર્ગનું સુખ લાવો અને તમારી શક્તિ રાષ્ટ્રને અર્પો. Women are the real architects of the society. Women with a voice are definition of a strong and real woman. Thank you so much.
Number 21, Tanish Shah, Sant Kabir School, Ahmedabad.
Redefining the role of women in today's and tomorrow's India. वो अंबा है, जगदम्बा है, शक्ति का वो खंबा है, मानवता की है वो विधाता, करुणा प्रेम की बड़ी है दाता, गुण शक्ति से भरी है वो, तब भी क्यों बस सपने ही देखती है वो? आखिर आखिर क्यों वो सपने सपने ही रह जाते? आखिर क्यों? इस सवाल को लेकर जब मैंने सोचा तो पीवी सिंधु, इंदिरा नूई, स्मृति ईरानी जैसी कई सफल महिलाओं को देख लगा कि भारत ने इस सवाल का जवाब काफी हद तक दे दिया है. लेकिन जब मैंने जमीनी स्तर पर आंकलन किया तो पता चला कि अभी भी बहुत काम बाकी है. मैं और आप भारत का भविष्य हैं. भारत मेरे और आपके विचारों से ही तो बनता है. तो चलो एक ऐसा भारत बनाएं जहां शादी के बाद गृहिणी बनना महिलाओं का अंतिम लक्ष्य ना माना जाए. अगर उसे गृहिणी नहीं बनना तो अपने कौशल के अनुसार हर क्षेत्र में काम करने की उसे पूर्ण आजादी हो. मैं जरूर समझता हूं कि गृहिणी बनना कोई आसान कार्य नहीं है. अपने सपनों को भूलकर परिवार के पीछे पूरा जीवन समर्पित कर देना, ये तो बस एक शेरनी ही कर सकती है. इस महाबलिदान के बाद भी लोग तो यही कहते हैं ना, हाँ ये तो गृहिणी है, इसमें कहां कोई प्रतिभा, इसमें कहां कोई गुण. इसी सोच को तो रीडिफाइन करना है. एक ऐसा भारत जहां ज्यादा से ज्यादा महिलाएं राजनीति में बिना डरे हिस्सा ले सके, महत्वपूर्ण मंत्रालयों का उन्हें कार्यभार मिले और देश के अहम फैसलों में उनका बराबर का हाथ हो. किसी पुरुष राजनेता से उन्हें समझदारी में कम ना आंका जाए. एक ऐसा भारत जहां महिलाओं पर कमजोर होने का ठप्पा ना लगाया जाए. देश की सेवा में, देश की रक्षा में उसे मर्द के बराबर अवसर मिले. क्योंकि हमें यह नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि जब वो काली बनती है तो अच्छे अच्छों के रूह कांप उठते हैं. तो चलो ना एक ऐसा ही भारत बनाए. घर पे मम्मी ही क्यों काम करे, अपना रूम साफ रखने की जिम्मेदारी मैं लेता हूं. पापा कपड़े धो सकते हैं. दीदी की तो बहुत टांग खिंचाई कर ली, क्यों ना बैठकर उसके दिन के बारे में पूछ लूं. हकदार होने के बाद भी मैनेजर न बनने का दुख ही बांट लूं, और मजबूती से उठने का हौसला ही दे दूं. ना जाने इतनी काबिलियत होने के बाद भी क्यों उसे मोड़ मोड़ पर परीक्षाएं देनी पड़ती है. खैर, आपका और मेरा भारत ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होने देगा. यही भारत बनाने मैं तो जुड़ चुका हूं. क्या आप मेरे साथ हैं? धन्यवाद.
Number 22, Vidam V. Shah, Nirman High School, Vastrapur.
What is socialism, if not an ordinary sense of responsibility towards our society? Good morning, one and all present here, and the honorary dignitaries. I have chosen to speak about entrepreneurship as a vehicle to social good. India is facing several problems like education in rural India, access to healthcare, and basic necessities like clothes, food, and electricity. These problems are not being addressed by anyone right now. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think should stand up for change in our society? Well, if you ask me, the perfect candidate for this job is a social entrepreneur. They're adventurous and dive deep into the pressing problems of our society. They try to convince the societies to take new initiatives and thus tipping the form to a new and better state. Social entrepreneurs do not only dream to achieve something big in life, but they also nurture their passion to resolve the social inequalities holding our country back. Social entrepreneurs have touched upon various sensitive environmental and social issues of our society. An aspiring social entrepreneur that recently visited Shark Tank India is Sharat Ashani. He introduced an anti-suicide rod that fits into a fan. This product resolves the problem of suicides among the youth of India. They have already installed 50,000 rods into fans across India in IIMs, in IITs, in hostels, in jails, etc. Entrepreneurs like these have strong desire to bring back change in our society. Another prominent personality among these social entrepreneurs is Dr. Parvez Ubaid. He is the founder of ERC Eye Care. They offer affordable and inclusive eye care to the rurals of Northeast India. For a nominal fee of only ₹90, a patient can get full eye care screening done. Dr. Ubaid and his team of surgeons have conducted cataract surgeries for as low as ₹2,000 in the districts of Assam. The future of India is on the brighter side with emerging enterprises like these. And thus, we can certainly say that entrepreneurship is surely the vehicle to social good. Thank you for hearing me and have a nice day.
#23 Astha Patel, SKUM School.
A very good morning to respected president, judges, and all who are present here. I am Astha Patel from SKUM School, going to share my thoughts on topic redefining the role of women in today's and tomorrow's India. First of all, I would like to start my speech with the thought of very famous spiritual genius Swami Vivekananda. He quoted that the best thermometer for progress of nation is the treatment of its women. There is no chance for progress of nation unless the condition of woman is improved. We all know that women are symbol of love, spirituality, courage, sacrifice, and what not. The role of women in our Indian society has been a matter of grave discussion for many years in past. Until the last few years, women across world, especially in India, had a very different set of responsibilities as compared to men. But today's fast-growing world has provided them a new hope and empowered them positively. Coming out of the glass ceilings and broken them completely, women have stepped ahead and shouldered responsibilities with men in all fields such as science, technology, education, sports, business, army, etc. Women like Nirmala Sitharaman, Kalpana Chawla, Kiran Bedi, P.T. Usha, Pratibha Patil, etc. have shown their excellence by gaining leadership in all these fields. IMF has also estimated that India's GDP could grow 27% if the number of female workers are increased to 50%. Recently, on 31st January 2022, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi also stated that India has redefined its goals from seeing women in households to women in business. The future of women is full of success in every field they pursue because
They are capable of maintaining perfect relation between their household and personal lives. Rosenberg has rightly said that the thing women have yet to learn is nobody gives you power. You just have to take it. In future, women will grab the top positions in all the fields, leaving no field unconquered. At last, I would like to say that the journey has just begun and will continue in the future. But as we know, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a family. Thank you, everyone, for lending your ears to my words.
We just have 2 minute break. We'll just ask judges. So all the students who are leaving from the first floor of auditorium, the lunch will be served from 12:15 sharp. So એક અગત્યની સૂચના જે પણ સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ્સ નો રાઉન્ડ પતી ગયો હોય બોલી લીધું હોય તે છતાં પણ છેક સુધી રહેવા માટે વિનંતી છે કારણ કે પાર્ટિસિપેશન સર્ટિફિકેટ જે છેલ્લે હશે તો જ એમને મળશે અને જેટલા પણ પેરેન્ટ્સ ટીચર્સ કે ગાર્ડિયન્સ આર હિયર આપ પ્લીઝ લંચની વ્યવસ્થા છે 12:15 વાગે લંચ ચાલુ થશે તો પ્લીઝ બધા લંચ લઈને જશો થેન્ક યુ
Number 24, Jaimin K. Shah, Navkar Public School.
Namaskar to all my respected judges, dear friends, and everyone present here. Today, I am going to speak on the topic Reinterpreting Indian Culture for a New India. India, Mother India, has a great culture than any of the country of the world. I say this because only our India is called the Mother India, that is Bharat Mata. The mother which hugs all her children lovingly, whether they are Hindu, Muslim, Sikhs, Christians, or whatever. India is only the culture that has so many diversities in terms of religion, caste, creed, etc. And then each one can see unity and diversity in our Indian culture because it has maintained its uniqueness in today's new world. No doubt, it accepts the new thoughts, new ideas, rhythm itself with the changing world. But it accepts it with its original culture. And that's why it's the fastest growing country in the world. Mother India, which has its own culture, are diversifiedly by the Indian subcontinent. We see that today's pandemic situation need to require the ancient Ayurvedic culture. Maharishi Charak, Shushruta, Patanjali, Granths, etc. gave the great contribution to vast Indian change. They gave a coronavirus diseases, our yoga gave the unique identity to Indian culture. And the now whole world is following the Indian culture. Thus, the India is only, which is the most ancient culture, is reinterpreting in today's time. It is the heritage of social norms, ethical values, traditional customs, which are diversifying in the Indian subcontinent. It is the most complex and colorful culture of the world. The way people dress, their language, their food, their colors, etc. are the imaginations. At last, I will say, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.
Veer Nayak, Divine Child International School, Adalaj.
Good morning, respected judges and my fellow candidates. Today, I, Veer Nayak of Divine Child International School, will be presenting a few of my thoughts on rethinking sustainability. What is sustainability? And wait, why are we discussing it right now? Why are we strained to discuss about sustainability? Sustainability means the ability to be maintained at a certain level. The condition of our planet has taken a worse turn on the onset of the 21st century. Our ancestral era has created and initiated the carbon footprint. The carbon footprint of an average human being has increased threefold in the last 30 years. But there are some very effective ways of decreasing this, such as to increase the condition of the atmosphere. The air pollution in India was at an all-time high in 2019, but thankfully, because of the pandemic, it has been controlled. But it is starting to rise again. So to control this, we need to plant trees, as they are the best way to decrease air pollution. Another simple and easy way we can decrease air pollution is by decreasing or minimizing your carbon footprint. You can do that by using fans in your house instead of air conditioning, and by traveling or walking instead of traveling by vehicles. Another major issue in our country is water pollution. Water pollution in our country is caused by the improper disposal of industrial chemicals and the improper agricultural practices made by farmers. And because of this, most waterborne diseases are found in India. The most effective way to stop water pollution is by using biodegradable and reusable bags instead of plastic bags. Another easy way is to make strict laws against the use of chemicals in the industrial and agricultural sectors. From the combination of the two, we can create and maintain a eco-friendly, clean city. We are getting closer to this goal every single day. And if we maintain the momentum and consistency of bringing new ideas and solutions, we will definitely get there in the next 5 years. The most important way to do this is to use the 3 R's: reuse, reduce, and recycle. I would like to conclude by saying that our planet is in a crisis right now, and there are new environmental problems every day. But we can come together and find solutions of these problems. I would like to end in a quote: "Those who don't learn from history are condemned to repeat it." Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Number 26, Swarabi Doshi, Asia English School.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I need to ask my judges panel, what do you mean by social entrepreneurship? Any answer? Okay, social entrepreneurship is basically an approach by groups, startup, individuals or entrepreneurs where they raise funds and implement solutions to social, cultural and environmental issues. Their concept may be applied to a very wide range of organizations which differ in size, aims and beliefs. Right now, social entrepreneurship is at its most basic level, like they are doing their business and owning profits. But this needs to get to another level. This type of entrepreneurship is also described as altruistic entrepreneurship. And social entrepreneurs tend to combine commerce and social issues in such a way that improve the lives of people, and as well as they also get profitable. They don't tend to measure their success at all. The best example over here is of Amul. It was founded in 1946. It was initially established as a reaction to the unfair milk trade policies going on in India. And with the notable help of Mr. Tribhuvan Das Patel and Mr. Varghese Kurian, the Amul cooperative model became so successful in India that it replicated all over the world by 1965. It not only provided good value for its products, but also gave daily wage to the dairy farmers. Let me tell you some other examples regarding that. There is one more which says Urvashi Sahni. She tops the list of social entrepreneurs because she is the CEO and founder of Chef Self-Hall Study Education Foundation, where they provide education to the most disadvantaged girls in India. Second comes Hitesh Oberoi. He provides 2,000 plus employment to people in India. I would also like to say that entrepreneurs got a sudden high due to the Shark Tank India. Studies say that 60% of our India's population want to start their business, but they're confused how to do that. I'll tell you one example. They want to start the business and make it to a social cause or to a revolution. I'll give you one example of a renal project started by Shashank Modia. He provides dialysis services all across India, even in remote places. There's another same type of entrepreneurship started by Mr. Bhavesh Shah in Boriwale, Mumbai, where he provides dialysis services as low as ₹1. With this, I would like to conclude my today's speech. Youths are facing a lot of problem how to start their entrepreneurship. To this, they all got their answers via Shark Tank, and supporting to this, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, announced 16th January as National Startup Day to encourage all these people. Thank you so much for hearing me out today. It was a good time.
Number 27, Apurva Jha, Shanti Asiatic School.
Good morning, everyone. We all see that education is the right of every child, and despite of the color, caste, and gender, we all deserve education. But in our daily lives, we don't see the son of an auto rickshawala sitting with us as our classmate and studying with us, because most of them are in government schools. Rethinking our education system in the terms of access and relevance is very important, because I don't think so a lot of people are happy with that, as I can see over here. But education is not something that just is bounded to the classroom. proper education looks easy to access but stressful to handle by all the students who belong from a well-known family, whom we mostly found in a private school, with me being one of them. And those who actually have the potential to change the world are just ignored if they are poor, because poor people are just ignored by the education system in our country. Now, things like education system, which our education system comprises of, is something that mostly offers the best to the rich. And now, if we people who wants to learn something, just think of the education system as a way of cramming, learning, and just putting everything and vomiting out here in our exams. Now, education system doesn't offer the best to those who are actually having that much of potential in them, and they can actually change the world. We just believe in the fact that, okay, education is reserved for a few people. And that's why a lot of poor people don't get the access to it. And now if we talk of the education system, we want that at least we people who are not very much interested in our education system, in learning those simple old school things, we may have a thought that at least let's make this thing a bit interesting. But things like sports and other integral things, which can make subjects like physics more interesting, are not being used. And things like sports can actually make these subjects very interesting. For example, playing soccer can make a student learn the concepts of parabola, as it is the practical application of parabola when they are kicking the ball, which either doesn't ends up in the goal post. These experiments are actually used in some parts of Africa, and it was proved to be successful as students improved in performance. But in India, it is not very much prevalent. And now we need these things to make our learning a bit more than the usual. Our education system now needs to take these things in consideration, because a lot of simple things can make really great changes. And these students also needs to change, because we don't respect our teachers. That's very much true. And if we don't respect our teachers will go in expensive schools. They will teach over there. The government schools will be left behind, and therefore children will not get what they deserve. So it's time that we end this vicious cycle and we become the we, and we change ourselves. With that, thank you so much.
Number 28, Divneet Kaur Kathuria, Cosmos Castle International School, Green Campus.
Hello, everyone. Albert Einstein once said that education is not about learning facts, but it is about the training of the mind to think. Do you think this is being followed by our education system since so many years? If someone asked me, I would say a no for sure. So today, I, Divneet Kaur, am going to talk about redesigning our education system. So what is education? Learning all the chapters from our textbooks, cramming up everything before a day of our exam, ratta marna. I know you all would disagree to this, but हम सबको पता है कि इतने सालों से हम यही करते आ रहे हैं. All our education system cares about is our marks. Let's just look at this COVID scenario. Exam offline हो या online हो, जब तक marks आ रहे हैं तब तक सब बढ़िया है. फिर भले बच्चे ने पेपर कॉपी करके क्यों ना लिखा हो. If we talk about redesigning our education, I don't totally oppose the idea of taking exams, but the way of taking exams. One time this happened, my teacher told me, "Beta, तुम में दिमाग बहुत है, बस तुम पढ़ाई में नहीं लगाते हो." If our education system focused more on my thinking skills, social skills, fitness skills, तो शायद मुझे उस दिन ये सब ना सुनना पड़ता. Education is not only gaining marks. It is gaining the knowledge of the world, which goes on for lifetime, and is never going to stop. Education is gaining creativity, discipline, life skills, social skills, thinking skills, and much more. An education system should not let its children's career get decided on the basis of marks. All the co-curricular activities should be included in our report cards, जिसके basis पर basically हमारे teachers और हमारे parents हमारा future decide करने वाले हैं. Skills of a student should be enhanced by arranging different kinds of activities rather than arranging surprise tests. अब मैं ज्यादा बोलूंगी तो speech boring हो जाएगी. So I would like to conclude myself by saying that education is my right and it is a must to all in a correct way. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Number 29, Lavanya Verma, the New Telugu International School.
Yeah, hi. It's fine.
Life is a lot like a game of football. You block your fears, tackle your problems, and grab the opportunity to score a goal and succeed. Hello, everyone. I am Lavanya Verma, and I'm here not because I'm a part of the under-17 Indian women's football team, but because I want us all to realize the importance of sports and how they're a vehicle to shape the character of Indian youth. India is set to become a superpower in the upcoming years, and the youth plays an important role in that. But most of today's youth is not on the right path. I know it must be hard to hear that, as all the adults say it. You're just scrolling on Instagram all day. But it is the truth, and I admit that myself. Playing sports is not just swinging your bat or kicking a football. It also involves wholesome personality development. Excelling at a sport requires discipline. The rigorous practices and the routines help create a good habit and cultivate a better life. In team games like hockey and basketball, players learn about teamwork and coordination, and also learn about social skills and how to deal with people, even if you're not a fan of them. By being the captain of a team, a person learns to take responsibility and carry a whole unit on his back. Life is all about wins and losses, and sports help us to prepare for that in advance. In conclusion, a good character youth will lead to a better India. I would just like to conclude my speech with that. Thank you for your patience and thank you for your time. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Number 30, Vishwa Thakkar, Maharaja Agrasen Vidyalaya.
Literacy in itself is no education. Literacy is not the end of education or even the beginning. By literacy, I mean an all-round drawing out of the best in the child and man, body, mind, spirit. Good morning, respected judges and everyone present here. Today, I, Vishwa Thakkar from Maharaja Agrasen Vidyalaya, am here to speak about redesigning our education. Education is a process of facilitating learning or the acquisition of knowledge, skills, values, beliefs, and personal development. But do you think this definition is actually obeyed? In 2018, the degree of literacy in India was about 74.4%, with the majority of literate being men. It is estimated that the global literacy rate for people aged 15 and above is 86%. Out of 74.4%, how many of these people are actually successful in their life is a big question. With lectures, rules, and ringing bells, we continue to use an industrial model of education used to churn out factory workers. Students learn how to agree with the masses, but not how to think for themselves. The modern education prioritizes filling a student's mind with fact, neglecting the character training. Einstein says education is not about learning facts, but the training of mind to think. Education system today is oriented just to make money. It doesn't teach one to be self-empowered in every way, because of which we need external campaigns like Atmanirbhar Bharat. Modern education makes a student bookworm, technology dependent, and doesn't allow him to think by himself. Education should be one's strength, not should be his weakness.
It should have the potential to make one ready to face the real life challenges. Apart from academic involvement, some schools don't even focus on owning the special talents and skills in their children. These all reasons togetherly contribute towards rising the need of redesigning our education. New Education Policy 2021 is a step taken in this direction. It has already been implemented and it focuses on application and knowledge-based board examination. Core concepts are given more focus in school curriculum. Apart from this, the main aim of education should be to build confidence among students to face the future, to build character and to cultivate human values in students, to enlighten and empower citizens towards healthy nation building, to develop moral leadership, sense of dignity, self-reliance, and self-respect among students, to develop the capacity for research among students to unfold innovating powers in entrepreneurship. And to make all these true, firstly and lastly, we need to change our mindset from money-oriented education to character-oriented education, because the future of our country, of our world, depends on it. Thank you so much.
Number 31, Diya G. Naidu from Little Flower High Secondary School.
A very pleasant morning, everyone. I am here to share my views on role of women in today's and tomorrow's India. Everything that has hit her in her life, she has dealt with it on her own. She cried herself to sleep, picked herself back up, and wiped her own tears. She has grown from the things which meant to break her. She got stronger day by day. Yes, that's a woman. She turned her wounds into wisdom, turned her pain into strength, turned her problems into challenges. Yes, that's a woman. The race begins from the day when she was born. She has to face challenges at every phase of her life. Till now, education was given the slightest importance for women. And if some of them got education, it was of no use. As if once she was educated, she was told or forced to get married. But in present times, scenario has changed to some extent. Now education is given more importance for women, and that has led to increase in more opportunities for her in various fields. Why does everyone make such a fuss about turning 30? Suddenly, there are influx, sublimating questions arising. Once she's 30, she haven't built her a home, she doesn't have a husband, she doesn't have a baby, and she's turning 30. It becomes very much difficult for her to live in this society. Why? Why can't a woman be the decision maker of her own self? Today, there are 662 million females in India, but still gender inequality exists. When women go for job opportunities, she has to fight because she's given the second most priority. First is for males. Before some days, I read in a newspaper, a girl had to leave her house, run away from her house, as if her parents forced her for marriage. Having no source of income, she thought of driving an auto rickshaw. An auto rickshaw, women, how's that possible? But no, she did it. She implemented it. She did her thoughts. She presented herself. Well, I'm not encouraging any one of you to leave your house for being independent. No, it's just that no one is going to give you opportunities. Being women, you yourself have to chase it. Since women is influencing in each and every field, being given the least opportunity, she has kept her best foot forward. Just imagine if society gives her opportunity and encouragement, she will definitely touch the sky. Thank you.
Thank you. So we take a quick lunch break. It's I assume it's 12:15. We come back here and we start the next session at sharp 1. I request J students know baki che. So you first quickly go and have your lunch. meanwhile જે લોકોનું પતી ગયું છે, we have a desk here. તમારું please correct નામ. We are not writing your name directly because spelling issues ના થાય. So your name and your school name. જેટલા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ નું ખતમ થઈ ગયું છે, પ્લીઝ અહીંયા પાછળ જ ડેસ્ક ઉપર પ્લીઝ give your correct your own and your school's name please for the certification.